everybody, welcome to Blissful Budgets. Welcome if you are new to my channel, and welcome if you're a returning subscriber. I appreciate you for coming back. Today we are going to be doing a weekly check-in along with the possible cash and stuffing. And you guys, this week was crazy. We had an unexpected travel. We ended up going to the valley because we needed a maintenance done on our vehicles. So had an appointment. We went, and that was our reason for going to the valley, and we just ended up spending time with family and being out there and enjoying the city. However, when we did go out there, we did spend quite a bit on eating out and gas. So totally busted our budget, but you know, that's just life, and that's just something we are currently having to work with at the moment. So let me show you what the damage was. Let me go ahead and flip to my monthly view. All right, let me move this out of the way, and that way you can see what we have going on here. All right, so what I do have, this is our key. This is what I usually use. I do highlight what I do. I highlight, you know, the categories of my everyday budget, what I do put in here. This is my everyday cash wallet. However, I notice I've just been using more of our credit cards lately for these purchases. So what I'm doing is just taking the money out of these envelopes and then putting them into the bank. That way I can make my payment at the end of the month. So let's just jump into it. Okay, so my weekly budgets have been starting, I've been doing them on Thursdays and ending on Wednesdays. So we did start with the 15th. On my Instagram post, I did put this as a no spend day. But once I opened my calendar, I realized, I was like, oh shoot, I did spend some money here on these days. So if you are not following me on Instagram, I'll link my Instagram in the descriptions if you want to follow me. I do post a little bit here and there on there as well. I did go to Dollar Tree. We needed some cleaning products, so I did get a few items there. So we went ahead and spent $2.50 at Dollar Tree on some household items. So we did label it as a green, as for household. And we did go to Safeway. We did get some groceries on this day here. And then Friday was our travel day, so that we did leave on this day. And we did get some breakfast at Wendy's. We spent $17.54, and then we did gas up before we did leave, and that was $42.59, and we put that in the SUV. So the SUV is the one we did get maintenance. We needed an oil change. They rotated the tires, they topped off the fuel and whatnot, but we'll get into it on Saturday. For lunch, we did end up getting some pho for $66.05. And then thankfully, we did visit my husband's sister, and she did, you know, end up feeding us that evening. Thank goodness, because we were already spending so much already as it is on eating out. But if we jump into Saturday, we did drop off our vehicle at 8 in the morning, and it was North Scottsdale area in the valley where we did drop off the vehicle. There are many shops, there are eateries, so we were able to walk to these different locations and just look around and see what they had there. And we did stop at we did have breakfast at this place called Butters. It was so delicious. It was like a scratch kitchen, but it was quite expensive. It was $74.77. So we just did that. We went to Kohl's. We walked around. I got we're post a window shop, but we haven't quite got baby her going home outfit quite yet. So we ended up finding a cute, adorable outfit there. We got her an outfit. We got her some socks, and we also got some onesies. We got some items for her, so we did spend some money, and that will be logged in my transaction log here in a bit. So I'll go ahead and go over that here in a minute. Later on that day, oil change took like 2-3 hours, but I was so glad all these places were walking distance. Eventually pick up the vehicle, and I was expecting the car maintenance bill to be like, I was assuming $150. I really didn't know what to expect because it was our first oil change. We did get the vehicle from the place where we got the oil change, and come to my surprise, when we got the bill, I'm assuming maybe as a returning customer, because we did purchase our vehicle there, that everything was covered. We didn't have to pay anything. It was completely free. We didn't have to pay anything out of pocket. So I was totally grateful. I was so happy. And I thought I would have to wipe out our vehicle maintenance, our sinking fund already, but nope. We didn't have to do that. We can still build with what we have in that. I was just totally grateful knowing I didn't have to pay anything out of pocket. But later on that afternoon, we did go to pick up some food. Like I've mentioned before, where we currently live, we do not have, we live in a very small town. There's not that many restaurants to choose from or fast food places. So we all decided to get our favorites per se. So my husband ended up getting some Chipotle for $24.11, and then my daughter and I and my son, we got Chick-fil-A. So that came out to $41.03. That was kind of like our late lunch, early dinner, and that's basically what we had that evening. Sorry, I'm already out of breath. But then for the evening, my husband's sister took us to these Christmas lights. We did drive around, and we did look at some amazing homes that were decorated. We also did go to an event. It was so beautiful. Everything there was amazing. They had amazing decorations, the trees. It was ornaments. They were just massive. I don't know. It was very beautiful. Okay, on Sunday, we ended up going to watch the Avatar. My mom was out of town, actually, when we arrived. We did stay at her house, but she was in San Diego, and they ended up coming back on Saturday night, so we were able to spend time with her on Sunday, and it was just a beautiful time we did spend with her. She made us breakfast, and then she ended up taking us to the movies. She treated us like kids. We were just so excited to go, and we ended up getting snacks and whatnot, and it was a good day. And then on our way out, we ended up filling up our tanks. So we did fill up for $78.47 for the SUV. And then we ended up getting energy drinks. My hubby got some energy drinks, and that came out to $5.15. So that was to conclude our day on Sunday. And then here comes Monday. Monday, we did have appointment. Did we have an appointment Monday? Yes. So we had to go and make my appointment. I had a baby appointment on this day, so I'm at the point of where they're gonna do 2 weeks check-ins, so we go every 2 weeks now. So we did go to do that, and then we thankfully didn't go anywhere. We just went straight to my appointment, and we stopped at Starbucks. And we did get some coffee and some drinks for $12.36. It was just my hubby and I. So we did do that. But the crazy thing about this is we went in to purchase 2 drinks, and we came home with 4. I don't know what was going on with the barista, but she made my first drink, and I told her easy on the ice, just because I feel like they fill the thing up to the top, and I want the most out of the drink for what I pay. So I do easy ice on my ice drinks. And she didn't do that at all. She ended up putting, like, the whole cup was full of ice, and I let her know, and she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, let me redo that for you." So we're trying to hand the drink back, but she was like, no. She's like, "I can't accept that. We can't take drinks back once they've already, went out the window. So she's like, go ahead and keep it." So we're like, okay. And then when she did bring the drink back again, she brought the wrong drink. She ended up bringing us a strawberry acai refresher, I believe. I'm not too sure. We were looking at her, and she was looking at us, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I gave you the wrong drink, didn't I?" Yeah. And she was like, "I am so sorry. I don't know what's going on with me today." she told us to keep it. She's like, I'll just make you another drink. She finally made my drink the way I wanted it, easy ice. And it was just a pink drink. So it was a pink drink, easy ice. I don't think it would be like that big of a deal to say easy ice. She ended up giving us 2 free drinks. We ended up getting our drinks, and we were totally laughing on the way home because she was so silly. I thought that it was such an odd experience. But yeah, so we did get 4 drinks for that amount, which is insane. And then my hubby ended up filling up the car. It was $23.53. And then we did go to Safeway because we needed some groceries and we needed to stock up on our meat. And so we got some meat. That way we could freeze it for the week, hopefully the next couple of weeks. And that way we have, food for then. On Tuesday, we did nothing from all this traveling and all of that. We just didn't want to do anything. We just stayed home, relaxed, enjoyed one another. And then the same on Wednesday, we did nothing at all, which was great. So we had 2 no spin days, which is amazing. I really thought we had 3 if we included this day, but we did not. Let me go ahead and let me calculate these items. And grab my calculator. I'm sorry, I feel flustered and all over the place. And I apologize for my raspy voice. When we did go to the Christmas lights, we did walk some of the areas in the valley. It was surprisingly cold. And my little one, my Liam's, he ended up coming back with a runny nose. I think it started on Monday, followed into Tuesday, but he ended up having a runny nose, so we think it's from just being out in the cold and the elements and stuff like that. But we did bundle up. However, now I'm starting to feel something, but I've been fighting it, thankfully. Just hope, this is all it is. But let's go ahead and let's calculate some of these items because I haven't done so. Let me just write this out. Oh my gosh, you guys, Christmas is literally a few days away. I hope you guys are all ready. Gifts are wrapped. Literally wrapped my last gift today. I pray it is. I wasn't stressed because I did have all my Christmas shopping done, but it was just the gifts that I needed to get all wrapped and under the tree and ready to go. Just get ready for us. But let's go ahead and calculate groceries. Groceries, we do have 76.32 so groceries is $226.63. And then for gas, we do have $42.59 plus. I wish we didn't have this unexpected travel this week, but it was the only time my hubby was off and we didn't want to prolong it any longer. And we just needed to get this done. $46.59 for gas, but it was a nice family visit. Eating out, oh my god, this is gonna kill us. $17.54 plus $56.05 plus $74.77 plus $24.11 $41.03. That total came out to $223. Okay, and then household, we just had the $250. Miscellaneous, we just had the $515. Oh. Nope, I put that on personal. I apologize. $515. And miscellaneous, we had Starbies for the $12.36. Okay, that looks about right. Okay, so that's what our damage is. So our total damage we do have here. Let's calculate that amount. So let's do 226.53 plus 146.59 plus 223.50 plus 250 plus 12.36. So in actuality, we did $616.73 total in spending for 1 week, you guys. How crazy is that total? That is insane to me. All right, so let's go ahead and jump to my weekly check-in where I will fill the rest of this out. All right, so with this check-in, let me put my little cheat sheet here that I just calculated with my totals. We did do another bi-weekly paycheck, and what I did budget for the month, that was current, I'm sorry, that's here. This is what our total is for the month. I will do it completely different next month. I apologize for it to be this confusing, but we did get in some extra money, and we did get an additional amount on top of what we do have here. It was not a lot, but it did help out in the long run. So in personal, I didn't budget anything for these next couple of weeks, but I ended up having extra cash with my side hustle money. So I was able to budget me in for another $10 at least. And then I did budget in extra $5 for gas. And then we did have an extra eating out. We did not have a budget for eating out, but obviously we did need it. And then household got an extra 5, and miscellaneous got an extra 10, I believe. Yep, that is correct. With these new totals, I'm gonna add them in for here. Well, groceries didn't get anything, so groceries can stay the same. Gas will get an additional $5. Eating out will get an additional 130, but it looks like we'll still be in the red. So we'll go ahead and get that calculated in some way somehow. So let's see how I'll put the new remaining balances here, if that makes any sense. Let's do that. So right now groceries will be at $243. I'm sorry if this is confusing, but I am going along the best I can. So it's gonna be $55.14. Move my calculator down in case I need it. And then 130, I'm at a negative 136.67. So I'm already negative in eating out, and that number is not going to get any better. But I believe me adding an extra 130, I'll be still at negative. I am still negative 667. And then household 5 and 5. This will make it 10. Miscellaneous 592 plus 10, it makes it 1592. And then we do have personal here of $2. We're going to add $10 to that, so this will be $12.21, thankfully. All right, so with our current amounts here, you can still see that, still in view. Perfect. We'll go ahead and add our totals. So what we did spend for the week right here is going to be $226.63. Gas is $146.59. Eating out is $223.50. And household $250. Miscellaneous $12.36. And then personal $5.15. All right, and let's go ahead and get our remaining balance now from $243.04 minus $226.63. We will have $16.41 for the remainder of the month. How crazy is that? So whatever groceries I got in my last haul, I pray it lasts. And here we go for gas. We'll go 55.14 minus 146.59. We have 91.45 remaining, and that does not look right. Nope, because we're going to be negative, aren't we? Yes, we are. Don't know what I'm thinking here. Thinking I have money and I don't. Negative 91.45. All right, same with this. All right, this is gonna hurt. 667 minus 223.50. So we have a negative 230.17. Look at this, guys. Nearly, what, $320 in the hole? Oh, man. So 10 minus from the household current, and what should be remaining is $750. And then same here with miscellaneous, $15.92. Well, what do you guys expect from November, right? End of the year. This is basically all we have left remaining in our everyday budget. All right, $706. So this is what we have remaining for the next couple of weeks. Lining the groceries. We're just going to have to use what we have in our current checking account and make up for this. And then hopefully next month we don't do as much traveling as we did. If not, we need to up our monthly budget that we do have. At least our bi-weekly budget. We need to get that allocated to at least accommodate what we have spent versus what we have put aside. Because obviously eating out needed to be around $300 to $400, and gas needed to be at least $300, at least $350 possibly. Looks like we're doing great on groceries. However, that's still, that's still a low amount to last us the rest of the week. But considering we are spending close to what, 90, 70, and this week we spent quite a bit, but we did get our quite a bit of meat, so that should last us for a while. But that is our weekly check-in. It is an eye-opener. It is crazy to see, but that's me being real with y'all. That's what we are dealing with at the moment. And like I said, our weekly amount was $616.73 that we did spend in our everyday amount, in our everyday total, in our everyday binder, I should say. But let me go ahead and show y'all what we did spend outside of our everyday cash. Okay, so like I did say, we did start the week on the 15th and it ended on the 21st. So we didn't spend anything on the 15th, but we did spend on the 16th. I did purchase on Amazon a Christmas gift here. And I did get a, I did get a gift card through my credit card rewards. And so that did cover that amount on there for this gift. And then I also, on the 17th, this was that day we did have the Yukon maintenance. This is the amount we did spend, $42.57. We did spend it at Kohl's, where we did buy baby's going home outfit and some onesies, and like I said, her beanie and some socks. We did get that over there, and that will just come out of a buffer that we do have in our current checking account. And then on the 18th, I ended up buying my sister-in-law her Christmas gift that day, and we did buy it from an online shop. So that was $48.74. I did get her that, and I ended up buying some random stickers and such. But, that's what it came out to, and that's going to come out of our buffer because we did have some savings in there for Christmas already. And then also in 12/19, what day was that? It was a Monday. Monday I did do an online order for my nephew's Christmas gift, and that came out to $33.03. That's coming out of our buffer as well. But those are the only spendings that I did outside of our everyday binder, and which is pretty good. And I am very happy about all of the spendings that we have done. I think these were my last minute Christmas buys so far, and I didn't realize I missed these. I haven't purchased them, but I finally did, and now they're coming. But yeah, okay. So that is my sinking funds. I'm not going to be pulling any. So next we'll be doing the cash unstuffing from my everyday wallet. We are not going to be pulling from any of my sinking funds just because, like I said, this was taken out of a gift card and these are coming out of our buffer. So they're not necessarily coming out of our sinking funds quite yet. Next year, like I said, hopefully our Christmas envelope will be fully funded, and we have enough money to cover all of these items that we did purchase, and we'll have that amount in our Christmas fund for next year. So that way I can start pulling and showing you like a normal weekly check-in would be. But I just started these, so this is pretty brand new to me. I'm getting used to it. I'm seeing how much we're spending, where we're spending it, and you know, where we really need to budget. And I would think we need to, there's a lot we need to do. But let's go ahead and get into the cash unstuffing. All right, so we'll move this over a smidge. Okay, so I do have some cash here. This will be for change in case I need it. And I do have, I believe, $20 here, but let me count it for you. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, so we have 20 here in case we need it. But let's go ahead and get into the fun stuff. All right. All right, babe always gets his money, so he has all of that. Mine, I currently have the $12 in here that I should have in my envelope. My son and my daughter, I give them their money, and my Liam, he has spent all of his money over the weekend, whatever money he did have. Groceries, we do have the $2.43 in here. Gas, $55. Eating out, I have a little post-it in here letting me know I'm negative $6.67. I can't get it out at the moment, but I'll pull it out here soon. Household, I should have $10. Miscellaneous, I do have $16 in there. And my hubby is really good about giving me his coins. He does use his money, and I'm sure whatever he buys before he goes to work, this is his change from that. But I just want to put it in the coin jar. Thankfully, he's good about bringing me his coins. I think it's because when I do laundry, it's in his pocket and I'm able to take it out. And I have my receipts in here. So I'm going to leave these in here and I'll scan these later, but this is where my receipts go. And if you don't know about Fetch, Fetch is a receipt program. You can scan in all your receipts and you can get points from them. And if you would like to join, I have a code. I'll put that up right now. And that code, and also link it in the descriptions below. But that code, you can, you'll get 2,000 points. I'll get 2,000 points. And you can accumulate points to redeem in gift cards. So that's a really good system that they have going for us. If that's something you're interested in, I really recommend it. It's a no-brainer. You're already spending money, might as well get something in return for it, right? Okay. So we'll go ahead and get into my personal spending. And like I said, I should have $12, 10, 11, 12. I did spend $5 from here, and I should have $7. So I'll go ahead and just take this 10, put that over there, and grab me a 5. So I'll have $7 in mine. Okay, and then groceries. So groceries, I should have 243. So here's 100, 150, 220, 230, 240, 41, 42, 43. All right, so after taking 220, what we spent, 226.63, I should have $16 remaining in here. So we'll leave me a 10, a 1, and I will pull a 5 from over here. So let me do that. 50, 20, 10, and a 5. So I'll have 16 in groceries. So if I don't spend this money, and pray I don't, I'll just go ahead and just, you know, possibly try to roll it over into eating out with groceries. But I'm pretty sure by the end of the month, all of this will be depleted just to cover my negatives there. And gas, I'm going to take this whole bad boy out. And this will be, should be $55. 20, 40, 50, 55. That's correct. And let me write a little note to self. I don't know where my pink Post-its went, but I am negative 91.45. I think I'm going to keep this on the outside, just because I'm having trouble eating out. Oh, I closed it on myself. Okay, so now I am negative a whopping $2.30 and 17 cents. And we'll leave this on the front. Household, this should have $10. And I did spend $2.50, so I should have about, I'll put $8 in there. So I'll keep a 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so put $8 in household, and then miscellaneous. We spent $12.36, and we should have $16. All right, so $12.36. That will leave us with at least $4 in here, so I'll keep a 1. Put 5 over here, 10 here, and 1, 2. So we should have $4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have $4 in miscellaneous, and that should do it for my everyday binder. No coins. I still need to scan in our receipts. So we are good to go here, and that will conclude my video. And I apologize for my raspy voice, and I apologize for being so unorganized, but I am just, you know, a little annoyed with the numbers. But it is what it is, and that is just, you know, what we are used to. I'm not what we're used to, but just something we need to get used to doing is staying within budget. I feel like next month we'll do a lot better. This month is, you know, December, and I feel like we kind of went a little, I don't know if it's overboard, but was my daughter's birthday at the beginning, the first week? Was it the first week? Yeah, my daughter, it was my daughter's birthday the second week. So we did her items, and we had her fun, and we did travel then. And then this week we weren't supposed to go anywhere, but we ended up going somewhere, and that kicked us in the butt. And, you know, we're biting the bullet, and we're trying to, you know, balance things out and budget accordingly. Try not to go through our savings that we do have in our current checking account. And I'm sorry if I sound out of breath. I am sorry about the lighting. I'm sorry for everything. And you can tell I'm a little swollen. It is pretty late. I'm doing this probably like at 10:30 at night, and my son's asleep, so that's probably who you hear. He's a little congested, so a little, how would you say, like a little snore? I don't know if it's a snore. It's just him trying to breathe through the mucus that's in his throat. It's not too bad, but it's noticeable. He's getting over it, though. But let's go ahead and count what we have. We're going to be taking to the bank. I'm going to go ahead and take out a 20. That way we do not include it in our total. Now let's see what we have in total. So we have 100, 150, 220, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 300, 301. So we have 301. We should have a little bit more than that. So we should have actually double this amount. It's around 600. How much was it? Yeah, 614. We should have 614 here, but we only have 301. We'll go ahead and make up that difference. We'll try to see what we have at the end of the month and, you know, go from there. Just taking it day by day. If you stayed to the end of this video, I really do appreciate you. I thank you so much for staying this far along. If you did, can you please leave me a Santa emoji? Just because Christmas is a few days away, might as well drop Santa off a little early in my comments down below. If you have any questions, go ahead and shoot me a comment. I'll go ahead and answer it as soon as I can. And if, like I said, if you're a new subscriber, go ahead and hit subscribe. I hope you like this kind of content. I am very real and very much struggling through my videos. I do my very best, but you know, that's just life and that's just my world at the moment. But I do appreciate you for staying this far, and that'll be it. Bye.